Hello everybody, this is Joni. How are you all today? I am pretty tired right now. I've been out today shopping, and Tanya and I came home and I rested a little bit, and then I bought some things while I was out, so I thought I would go ahead and put those up and let you see them and get the video over with so that I could sort of just rest a little bit and do some of the other things. What I want to really do is to start cleaning on my studio because, as I've said before, it's a mess. So I'll start out with this first thing that I bought. We went to Hobby Lobby's today, and they had just several gorgeous things, and I just couldn't pass a bunch of them up. I've got some of these dishes. They're not the plates. They are getting some of the plates in, but they didn't have any today. They only had one, so I didn't bother with that. But I'm thinking that I may take these and hang them down the sides of my mirror in the kitchen. I think they're beautiful. I love them. And but I am going to go ahead and get the regular dinner dishes, dinner plates, when they come in, so that I will have a set. I bought 8 of these today. And if I put up what I'm thinking I'm going to put up beside my mirror, if it looks right, it will take 8 plates to go up and down the side with each one on each side. So that is one of the things that I got. And like I said, I bought 8. So there are 7 more in a bag that I will not get out. And then I bought some things that I really have been, I haven't been needing them, but I will be needing them now probably, because I have just about decided that I'm going to start painting again, because I go so long and then I want to paint again, or I see a painting that I really love and I think, okay, I'm going to go home and I'm going to paint that. So I have seen one that I saw years and years ago, and I loved it, but that's when we had our problems with the flood. So we were moving down here to build, and we weren't buying any furniture back there, so we were waiting until we got down here, so I didn't go ahead and get it. And I should have, I really should have, but I didn't. So I'm now going to have to, I've tried to find it, but I can't. So I'm going to have to try to find one somewhere where I can get a picture of it and then just sit down and sketch it out and paint it. So I got some of these triangles sets that help you to keep your lines straight when you're starting to draw your horizon. And I'm a little more shaky than I was when I painted before, because I haven't painted now for goodness. The last thing I painted was I completed the painting in there in my living room that has the fall scene. I completed it, and that's the last one that I have painted. And no, well, then I started 2 after that, but I haven't completed them. So I have 2 that started, and one is, it's gorgeous. It's really pretty. It's a candle like they used to burn in the old-timey candle holders that you go through the house at night in these movies and things you'd see, with the wax dripping down the edges of it. I have that. And it's sitting on an end table with a lace tablecloth on it. And I have it completely painted except for there's a rose there. And I have the tablecloth sketched in and everything and the first coat of the paint on it. But then I moved over here and Sophie was born, so we all know what happened after Sophie was born. So that I have that one, and then I have one that I don't particularly care for the way one of my trees is. So I'm going to change it. Now this is the T-square, and I'm hoping that that will help me too, because it will help me to steady my hands when I'm making my lines and things, when I'm making my first sketch on there. And then I got some painter's tape, and that will help me to put the straight line on the, after I get it drawn, then I can put the tape on it and go ahead and paint the sky, and it won't come down into the lower part of my thing. So I bought some of that. And then for the painting, the paintings that I have already, that I have hanging up, I bought years ago the varnish to coat those with, to set them sort of, because you're always supposed to varnish over them, but I never did. And like I said, Sophie came along when I was getting ready to do that. And so now I lost it. I don't know where it is. So I got some more today, and this little tube right here, believe it or not, was, well, how much was it? I guess they're not going to have the price. Here it is, $12.99. It's right here on the side. For that little tube of varnish to put over top of your oil painting. Now this is not for acrylic. This is for oil, because I paint in oil. I think I would like to try to see if I could do some of the acrylic painting, though, because I have done some since I started my channel, and I didn't do any painting, but I just covered some of the canvases when I was making my shell picture and everything like that. I had to, and that felt so good to me when I started spreading that paint all across through there. Then I saw this, and I really, really did like it. I thought that was so pretty. It says, "One nation under God, home of the free, because of the brave." And I love that, because we all know how many guys and girls that we have lost in trying to keep our nation safe and keep us free. So I got that, and I really like that. And then, let's see here. Oh, here's something that I got. And I love these. Oh my goodness, I dearly love these. Probably have to put them sideways. I saw these, and Tanya and I saw these about the same time, and we were both going, oh, as we were leaning forward to pick them up, because they were down on the bottom shelf. So they only had two, and I bought both of them because I think I'm wanting to change the candelabra on candelabras on my mantle in the living room. Now these were, this is as far as I can go with my glasses. These were $19.99. And I didn't take time to wait for them to go on sale, because when I see something like this that I really and truly love, I just say, okay, that's it. I love it. I'm buying it. So I got, like I said, I bought two of those. And here's the other one. And I think that they are gorgeous. I'm really into the greens, the light greens, and the light blues. I really am loving those. And used to be I didn't care for green at all, For quite a number of years, I didn't care for green. But then, I think as you get older, you tend to like more green. That's what I have noticed. Then I got some picks. They had these, and I thought I could use these in. I'm probably going to have an arrangement for my table now, since I have to clean my Easter off. I still haven't cleaned it off yet, but I'm going to probably tomorrow. But I'm going to have some things to go in an arrangement in there. So I bought, how many did I get? 4. I got 4 of these. And these were $3.99 each. And they weren't on sale either. So I didn't get in on too many sales per se, but I don't mind that if it's something, like I said, that I really, really like. I don't mind. And then, rather than take the chance of not being able to get this when I do want it, I went ahead and bought a table runner like this, because I do like this for the 4th. And this was $11.99. And I think that will be pretty here in the kitchen. Or it would be even pretty on my dining room table. But it has the stars and the stripes, red, white, and then the blue with the stars. And I think that is beautiful too. I love it. So then I bought 3 of these, the red, white, and blue. This is America the Beautiful. And I love it. I have to turn that sideways. I think that is beautiful. Now that will look pretty in my kitchen. And this says Stars and Stripes Forever. As you can tell, I'm a very patriotic person. Very. And these were, I might not want to look at that. These were $6.99 each. And I don't do this very often, but when I do, I don't feel guilty about it. And then this is the last one, Home of the Brave. So I got the white and the red and the blue. And I think that all of that will be very pretty with my runner. And usually if I go down there and they're not having their sales or anything, I'll think, oh, well, I'll come back when they're having their sales. But then something will happen and I don't get to go back as quickly as what I would prefer to do. So I don't, and then I lose them. So I wasn't going to take the chance this time. And because last year I had the little bike, a tricycle that I decorated, but I didn't have many other things. Now this is let's see how much was. This was $9.99, and this is the bunting, and I think that is also beautiful. It's all going to tie in perfectly together, and it will all go with my bike, and so I think that will make really pretty decorations. Then I'm going to do some spreads in my, and I've got paper running out my ears, but I saw this and I liked it, so I went ahead and got it. This is one sheet of it. I'm going to do on a movie. That's what I do most of mine on, usually are movies. That's going to be part of it. And then I'm going to use one of these. I'm not sure. It's script writing. And either one of them will fit in with the movie that I'm planning on doing. I'll probably make it tomorrow. Well, if I'm going to clean my studio, I won't be making it tomorrow, but probably Monday I'll make it. And then I bought this because I thought that I would probably want to do a Fourth of July celebration in my planner like I did last year. And I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of stickers. I got this on the wrong side. Here it is. That I had them stickers to go in them. Because last year I had to, well, Tanya printed me some off of the computer, and she is going to teach me how to do that. And I want to learn, because I want to be fully capable of doing all this stuff myself. Now, I have one of these, but it wasn't big enough for what I want to do with it. So I bought one more, and I think the other one is almost exactly like this one. But it'll be nice having two for when I was entertaining, or just when I can't hold that up all that long time because of my hernia. But it will be nice just entertaining, or doing what I'm planning on doing with it, using it for a project. So I think that is basically everything that I got. Felt like I bought more than that. Oh, I did. Right here's one thing. There went my thing down. This. This is for in front of my sink in the kitchen. So I think that will go up right along with all of my towels. I can't see what you're seeing because there's no way. I hope that I'm getting a pretty good view of it, because I love it. I think it's gorgeous. My husband, like I have told many of you, he was he was a master mechanic over job after job after job. And several years before he retired, he was over the Atlantic coast. All those companies over there, a lot of them. And he always had a truck with tools, and full of tools. And so he had a red truck that he called Old Red. I get so tickled at these guys naming their trucks. His red truck was Old Red, and then some years ago he had a blue one, and it was Old Blue. And I think that way back through there, he may have had a yellow one. He wasn't that crazy about it, but he probably called it Old Yellow, or Old Yeller like the dog. But I just, when I see a red truck, it makes me pretty happy, because it reminds me of, that's how I got my lip really messed up. I was holding Apache. He was our German Shepherd dog. He weighed 140 pounds. And he was the inside out dog. And my husband was coming home one evening, and I just walked out with Apache, and I had him on the leash because we were outside the privacy fence. We have a privacy fence that's out back. But we were going out the front door, so I saw my husband's truck coming in. And I said, Apache, you want to go see Pawpaw? And so I snapped his leash on him and started out the walkway. And when he got to the edge of the corner of the house, by this time my husband had gotten up to almost directly across from us, and he was parking his truck where he always parked it off of the driveway and some gravel that he had out there. And Apache, I didn't think anything about it. And I was holding on to him real tight because there were some children across in the next neighbor's yard playing, and I was afraid that he might start barking at them or something. I knew he wouldn't hurt them. He was a very lovable dog. But I'm just the kind that worries about things. So I had the leash around my fingers about 3 times so that I would have a good hold on him, because like I said, he was so strong. He could take his tail and just fluff his tail like this, and he hit Tanya with his tail one night, and it bruised her leg. That's how strong he was, but gentle as could be, because one time we were, like I like to say, I don't like to say it, but I have to say it, we were running from a hurricane one time, and he was a big dog. When he would stand up, my son is 6 foot tall, and when he would stand up, his paws would come up to here, so his head would be up above my son's head. And we had to take him with us when we were going north, and we were looking for a hotel room. And so we got out and we sneaked him into a room, and the windows were the kind that come down probably within 2 feet of the floor, and it was a very big expanse of windows, and there were children running up and down that sidewalk and hollering and laughing and everything. He was right under that window, just sprawled out right in front of it, just as pretty as you please, and he would not move a muscle because he understood some way that, Patchy, you have to be quiet or they're going to make you leave, and he didn't want to leave. So he was such a good dog. But anyway, going around the corner and seeing my husband, he saw his pawpaw, and he wanted pawpaw, so he took off and he jerked me out of my shoes. And my husband was hollering, "Turn loose of the leash, turn loose of the leash." But I didn't hear him because Apache was barking. And it happened so quickly anyway. And before I knew what had happened, my face was flat on my concrete, and Apache was over with his pawpaw. And I got a hole punched in my lip here, down under the lip. And I had to have, I think it was 6 stitches taken in it. We had to go to the emergency room, and Tanya was working at the time, and she was working in the same hospital. And my husband called her and said, "Your mother's down here." Said, Apache jerked her down, and she's having to get some stitches. Boy, here she comes down. And she's seeing what's going on, and if everything's being taken care of and done the way it's supposed to be done, because she worked in surgery all the time, and she knew all the procedures, and so she wasn't married at that time. And the doctor that was attending me was a young, good-looking guy, and he was talking to me all about her and everything, because she had to go out to talk with her dad about something. And then he had to go take care of another patient, and she came back in. She says, "Well, Mom, I've got everything straightened around." She said, "You're fine, and the doctor's going to put stitches in, but you're going to be fine. So I'm going to go on back to work." And I said, "Okay, that's fine. I'll be fine." So the doctor walks back in, and he says, "Where's your daughter?" And I said, "She had to go back to work." And he said, "Oh," he said, "I wanted her to help me sew you up." It wasn't that at all. He thought she was very pretty, and he knew that she was a nurse and she was working there. And but she would have helped him sew my lip up if she had been there, but she had to go back to work. So I got tickled at that. But there's always something funny going on around, making us laugh or smile or whatever, and that's good. You need to smile, you know. There's enough bad stuff in the world, especially these days. that can make you get really disheartened. And I try to keep my mindset on better things and everything like that. But Apache, he was a precious, precious dog. And I just am sorry that we had to lose him when we did. But his hips started messing up on him. And he was from Germany. He was a really purebred. His grandfather, I think it was, took one of the shows, dog shows. I don't remember. Tanya knows more about all that than I do. But she is wanting a dog again, but she tickle you something. She's just very funny. She's wanting another one, but oh my goodness, anyone that's had a German Shepherd knows they do shed, and it's fluffy, as they call them, fluffy little fur balls. Well, the fluffy little fur balls, sometimes I will still be, and he has been gone probably 7 years probably. And I will still sometimes be cleaning back in some corner somewhere, and I will find a hair that he has left there or has been blown there or something. And she would love to have another German Shepherd, but she doesn't know if she wants to go through the hair situation. And two, she had to take him and get him a special type of bathing and everything so that they could get a lot of that hair off when he was bathed. And she doesn't know if she wants to put another dog through that because they were, I think there were a lot of chemicals and things in that. I'm not sure about that, but there were things that would be a deep cleaning and get that fur loose and everything so that they could get a lot of it out of there. But he was a fantastic dog, and every night he would come and he would sleep with half of his body in my bedroom, the back end of his body in my bedroom, and the other half out in the room that joins my bedroom. So to get to Mama, you'd had to come past Patchy, and you wouldn't have wanted to do that because he was very territorial, and he let everyone know it too. But at the same time, like I said, he was just as gentle as could be. But we become attached to all these dogs and pets, and then we have to lose them, and that's the part that I do not like. I don't like to go through that part of it because it's too much. But anyway, that's my haul that I made today, and I told my daughter, I said, I think I'm going to have to stay home a while now because I have spent more than I should have spent today, but I'll get over it. I'll when I see it looking all pretty and everything. But it's going to be a good long while before it will be that way. But at least I got the pick of what I really wanted this time, and I didn't have to take the leftovers from somebody else. So that's the way I looked at it today, and I'm thrilled to death with my candlesticks. Love them. I dearly love them. And my plates, I really like those too. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I will be talking with you on my next video. And you all take care of yourselves and have a good weekend, because we don't have enough time to be happy. And while we can snatch a little moment of happiness, we should take all of them we can get and enjoy them to the fullest. So I will talk with you guys later, and see you on my next video, the good Lord's will. Bye-bye.